Hello, everybody. This is Dheeraj Mishra here, Director Guide Me Education Services. I hope आप सब अच्छे होंगे. After your CAT examination, most of you must be preparing for the different colleges, GD and PI. To guide us all these part in a much better way, we have with us Mr. Vijit Bhattacharya. Mr. Bhattacharya has worked with ICFI as a trainer, and he has also worked with Wipro. It will be wonderful opportunity to listen to him and take his guidance on this particular part. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. You can now begin the presentation.
Thank you so much. I think it's an absolute delight for me to be here with all of you this evening. Are all of you joining us from Calcutta or various other cities?
From all over India, sir. There are students from Calcutta, UP, MP, Odisha, and multiple part of India.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So great to know that.
Okay, one thing is common out here is that every one of them is a CAT aspirant. I mean, all of them has given the CAT examination this year.
Wonderful, and I wish you luck right now, and my best wishes with you so that each one of you can get your dream B school. Okay, so thank you. Without much ado, let me begin. My name is Abhijit Bhattacharya, as discussed, and I bring in about close to three decades of experience. I started my career way back in 1991. And then, of course, for those days, I used to work in the sales and marketing team. But subsequently, around 95, 96, I moved into training and development. And since then, I have done nothing else but doing training and development. I have been associated with several B schools in the country. Of course, none of the top ones, but I have been associated with the MPI Business School in Delhi, ISMS Pune. I'm also associated with the Symbiosis School in Pune as well, and a couple of other schools here in Bangalore. Okay. So today, in the next hour or hour and a half, I'm going to share with you certain ideas, certain thoughts on how can you make your preparation much stronger. Whether you will get your dream B school or not, we don't know. Nobody can predict it. I'm sure with effort, you will get there. But then what I'm going to share with you, I'm going to share with you thoughts, ideas of how your preparation could go, and how, if you do the preparation in that manner, the chances of your getting the dream B school will become higher. Okay, nobody can guarantee. I'm not an astrologer that I can gaze into a crystal ball and predict anything. Nobody can predict. There are a whole lot of things which come into play. But I can definitely tell you, if you do some of the things that I'm going to share with you today, I can guarantee your chances are going to increase at least minimum 45-50% chance is going to increase. So today, if you are with a 50% chance, and if you do what I'm telling you, going to share with you today, you will have a much better chance. That's my commitment to you. All right. See, what is happening in our country, we all have to understand 2-3 things. Number one, we are a very densely populated country. As a result, what happens, for anything that we do, our numbers are always big. Look, in COVID, we are second in the world. We are second in the world. Our numbers are always very, very big. Also, so similarly, what will happen to these B schools when they advertise? I mean, there are lakhs and lakhs of people going to appear. So obviously, they'll have cutoffs. And then you write that exam and you get that cutoff and you are called for an interview, right? Now, supposing they have, say, 200 seats or say 300 seats. And now the application which is landed with them is about 500 or 600. Now, I mean, technically, select the top 300 and put them there. No. But that's not what is happening. Because our numbers are high, we are always looking at ways and means of how can we, get rid of some people. किस तरह से थोड़ा थोड़ा छाड़ दें इधर उधर. मतलब हर जगह यही हो रहा है. And I'm telling you, thankfully, let me also share with you, today in the lateral hiring sphere, it is not happening. But campus hiring में अभी भी हो रहा है. Because campus से लोग निकल रहे हैं. एंड जब कैंपस से लोग निकल रहे हैं, इंस्टीट्यूशन और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और कंपनी क्या कह रही है? कंपनी कह रहा है भाई, इफ आई एम गोइंग टू हायर, लेट मी हायर द क्रेम अला क्रेम. तो अब बी स्कूल भी कहती है भाई, लेट मी ऑल्सो हायर द क्रेम अला क्रेम, ताकि कल को जब मेरे बच्चे प्लेसमेंट में जाएं तो मेरा काम भी आसान हो. यू सी, इट इज ऑल बिकम ए चेन. और चूंकि हमारा नंबर्स इतना ज्यादा है, एक अच्छा जॉब का अगर एडवर्टीजमेंट दे दो तो लाइन लग जाती है. एंड एज अ रिजल्ट, there are people are devising different ways and means on how can I bring out the best. That's point one. Point two, let me also share with you another very important thing has happened, and this has happened over the last 20 odd years across the country. Hundreds of B schools, engineering colleges have mushroomed. I'm sure all of you have seen. And some of them are run by absolute thugs. Let me share that with you. Some of them are run by very, very dirty politicians who are only using that to launder their money. And some of them are run by absolute astute business people जिनको पैसे बनाना है only. Right? As a result, also what is happening, जो business school pass out industry के पास जा रहे हैं ना, या engineering college के pass outs जो industry के पास पहुंच रहा है, industry is looking at it and saying, भाई ये क्या, what is coming to me? ये तो कोई talent ही नहीं है. I need talent. Industry today, let me tell you this, after spending almost 3 decades in industry, I can confidently tell you, industry today is dying for talent. It is looking for talent, and it is saying, talent hai, come to me, I will invest in you. Industry is also ready to invest in you. But what they are going to do, they're not going to just check it out and say, nahi tumhare to, +2 mein you had a 95% or a 98%, graduation mein you have a 90%, 10th board you have a 10 CGPA, chalo I'll take you. No, because they have realized that all these scores are also getting cooked in some way or the other through nefarious things in the country. So industry wants to judge, industry wants to vet, industry wants to check and see, by whoever am I hiring, whoever I'm getting in, does that person have it in him or her or not? And because industry has become choosy, business colleges have also become choosy, because business colleges keh rahe hain, bhai, if we are going to only take by score, to hamare paas we will not get the right input. And if I don't get the right input, 2 saal mein, in 2 years, I will not be able to turn them into turn this koila into diamond and put it in the market. So let me hire the creme a la creme. You see, that is what is happening, and that is why all these GDPI business has come about. I tell you, before 2004, 2003, ये GDPI concept उतना नहीं था. We were just hiring. But then suddenly, I tell you what happened. Y2K में recession हुआ, 99, 2000, if you remember. After the recession, jab boom hua market, all these hundreds of engineering colleges, business schools mushroomed out in the country, and that's when this thing all started. Because then anybody is a Tom, Dick and Harry is an MBA. And I tell you, in industry, I have seen huge qualification, MBA from so and so. बात करो, 2 बातें पूछो, कोई जवाब नहीं. तो भाई इंडस्ट्री क्या करेगा? इंडस्ट्री भी तो कहेगा ना, नो बॉस, आई विल नॉट जस्ट टेक देम, आई विल वेट देम. जब इंडस्ट्री ट्राइज टू वेट देम, बी स्कूल्स आल्सो ट्राई टू वेट देम. आप देखो लास्ट वीक के, आई थिंक दिस वीक के एक ईटी में आई थिंक न्यूज है, अहमदाबाद में देयर आर मोर देन 1 crore ऑफर्स. कितने हैं? There are 7 companies have gone into IIM Ahmedabad this year with more than 1 crore offer. Bhai, why are they going with that big offer? Bhai, kuch to hoga us bacche mein na. Now, what is it that they are looking for is what I'm going to share with you today. Of course, number 1 is your score. CAT में percentile नहीं है, तो भाई आप वहां पहुंचेंगे ही नहीं. Okay, so first door for you to open is with the percentile in CAT, which I'm sure Guide Me Education Services is doing excellent job in giving you coaching, in hand-holding you, teaching you tricks of how to get that close to 100 percentile in your CAT score. Next comes, of course, the group discussion and the personal interview. Now, I have in my session today not distributed something like a personal interview first and then GD. I have kind of combined it. What I suggest all of you do as we go along, please, all the questions that arise in your mind, please make a note of it, because I'm going to spare at least the 15-20 minutes at the end for question and answers, because that is going to make it much more worthwhile. All right, let me put this next slide. This is what everybody is looking for. Every B school, everybody out there in the market today is looking for these 3 elements that you see in this slide. ये एक slide में I can finish the next 1 hour of discussion with all of you. But no, I have more slides, don't worry. वो भी दिखाऊंगा मैं. But in a nutshell, I tell you, it's simply put the 3 simple things. So what I'm essentially saying is everybody is looking for 3 elements. There are 3 elements. And we call it, in industry, we call it KSA. Short में हम KSA कहते हैं. इसका मतलब है knowledge, skill और attitude. हर जगह ये 3 चीज की परीक्षा है आपकी. पहला परीक्षा है कि आपके पास नॉलेज कितना है. Now, knowledge का मतलब, the very careful, listen to this aspect very carefully. Knowledge is not only the knowledge about your subject. आपने ग्रेजुएशन में बीटेक पढ़ा है या कॉमर्स पढ़ा है या केमिस्ट्री पढ़ा है या फिजिक्स पढ़ा है. It is not a question of that knowledge only. That is one element only. वो एक ही एलिमेंट है. उसके अलावा बहुत बड़ा है ये नॉलेज का गैमेट. And I am telling you, the interviewer is going to ask you questions which are going to test your knowledge. Number 1, it is going to test the knowledge about your subject matter. तो अपना subject matter तो is your cup of tea. I'm sure you will all do अपना पढ़ाई and you will go there. But let me tell you what is the other kind of knowledge. The other kind of knowledge that they are looking for is how much is your eyes and ears open to what is happening in the world. इस दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है and how is that impacting businesses in the world is what they want to know. Just to give you a few examples, okay? 2-3 examples मैं आपको throw करता हूं. Number 1, today, I'm sure if you have your eyes and ears open, you know there are 2-3 things which are very much talked about. One is artificial intelligence. Everybody's talking AI these days. We are talking AI, we are talking ML. I'm sure all of you know ML, machine learning. Very good. We are also talking IoT,
Internet of Things.
Correct. Very good. So you know the abbreviations. Now, please go ahead and volunteer. Please click on the raise hand sign so that I know who's talking. And then tell me what can you share about these 3 elements? AI, ML, IoT. 3 things is what I had said. How are they going to impact and how are they going to change our lives? Amit first. Amit Shaw, go ahead.
all these three things will.
Give me one, Amit. Let's leave some for others also. You can choose any one of them.
Okay. It will reduce the redundancy. I
Redundancy
mean,
of what?
if there is any process which has been researched and it has been well established, it can be given to the machine so that a human being can think. I mean, for ahead of it.
Very good. Very good. You're talking about artificial intelligence, right, Amit? Okay. Very good, Amit. That's very good. Now, Amit, bring it very specifically to our lives and to professional life and to business. Can you give me one or two examples of how it is going to impact businesses, say in the next half a decade? Amit?
If the artificial intelligence, if it is introduced in businesses, then processes can be streamlined. It can reduce the manpower, uh, which will help the businesses to cut down the cost on employees, and it can think of creating new and newer things, new needs, new demands.
Okay, okay. So, Amit, what you are, the picture you're painting is dangerous. That means they'll know, why should I do MBA? There'll be no jobs tomorrow. AI will take away all my jobs. Processes which can be defined, AI will do. हमें नौकरी कहाँ मिलेगा फिर तो हमें ये तो dangerous हो गया.
AI cannot replace human intelligence, sir. There will always be the need of human intelligence. Actually, the world will go to a direction where only thoughts and real knowledge will serve. Any kind of, ratta gyan or whatever I will say, that will be completely removed.
Very
Passion
good.
will follow. There
Very
won't
good. Very
be space for just you are doing for money. It cannot be
wonderful.
that.
Wonderful. Very good. Excellent thought there, Amit. Hold on to your thoughts. Now we'll go to Ishika. Ishika Vishwas.
Yes.
I hope I
Hi.
got the name right.
Yes, it's Ishika Vishwas.
Go ahead, Ishika.
Yeah. So ML is basically the data from which we get the idea that we make the statistical analysis of the data, and we get to a certain point that we can get the different like the bigger concept of the data, like what are the data used for. And artificial intelligence is mainly giving a machine the capacity to think like a human being.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. All right. How is it going to impact businesses?
Okay, for example, what we have now, like if, for example, if we take YouTube, if we search a video in YouTube, the next video comes according to our preference. Suppose we are looking for a car video, the next
Sure.
video also comes for a car video. So in this way, the searches of the people are analyzed and they are given accordingly. So in this case, the profit made. Also, in case of, for example, another platform called Facebook, if we talk about, suppose we have commented about a book we have recently read, so the ad preferences comes according to the books, we have currently read, or the genre of the book. So the ad companies will give Facebook the money because they are creating customers for them also.
So great example. That's a great example of how it is being used in marketing, right?
Yes.
Marketing, right? Both your examples are related to marketing. When you are visiting a social media site or you're visiting any website, you are leaving what is called your digital footprint, and your digital footprint is picked up by bots, and based on that, the bots are able to send you notifications, right?
Yes.
That is what is happening. Okay.
Yes.
Now this is clearly what you have told me is a marketing. Today, conventional marketing is no longer happening. This is digital marketing, and people are looking at your digital footprint, and marketing is get affected. Excellent point of view. But bring it to finance, let's say, bring it to HR.
For example, in HR,
Yes.
one people is concerned with one customer only. But
Mhm.
if we create many bots, certain issues are not really that deep. That certain issues are really very generic. Like for example, we are searching for a product, or we are searching to resolve certain simple issues that many of the people are concerned. We can create a bot to help that. So the effect of, so the working hour, or the like or the capacity of, or the work of the HR is reduced to a certain level.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
uh,
Those were good thoughts from Ishika. We have Kritika also now. Kritika, go ahead, your thoughts, and then I move on.
Uh, Hello.
Yes, Kritika.
Talking about the HR part, several companies have started doing that also abroad, and
Okay,
several other MNCs have also started doing that. That is
okay,
hiring people using artificial intelligence. That is, the recruiters don't have to, devote a lot amount of time sitting with each candidate and then checking out whether the candidate is fit for the company or not. So in
okay.
that case, whatever the skills are required for the position or the company, and what, be it soft skills or other skills, are given as an input to the bot, and the bot checks, I mean, the answers that are given by the candidates are, uh, the bots pick up words from those answers, and then they see whether it matches with the requirements of the company or not. And this is how the HR roles are being reduced by artificial intelligence these days.
Certainly,
And
certainly.
another use of artificial intelligence is in healthcare nowadays. That is, the radiologist, they don't sit and check the uh, check the reports and then write down a report. Many a cases, different cases are registered, and from those cases, the new reports are made.
Right, very nice. That's a very, very good example because Kritika, thank you very much for bringing that radiology thing. Because what is happening, you're absolutely right. Your database is full with so much of data that the machine, based on the image, the machine is going to pick up and give the report. You really don't need a doctor to sit there and write a report. That's a great example. Saurav has also raised his hand. Saurav, your thought is the last before I move on to IoT. Okay, Saurav, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, I would like to talk about IoT itself.
Oh, wonderful. Go ahead.
Yeah, sir. So basically, IoT, as the name suggests, it's Internet of Things. So basically,
Mhm.
what the things basically are connected to the internet, so
Right.
that it will be it can get our commands. So a live example I would say is Google Home, or the Alexa. So we actually give them the commands, and they actually switch on the lights, or the speakers. So they work on our commands. So this is
Correct.
basically the things and the internet combination.
Wonderful. And to get that going, what is also happening, there is convergence of telecom also. Now we are going to move from 4G to 5G. And what will happen when with 5G coming in, whenever 5G is coming, of course, many experts are telling us what could go wrong with 5G also. That's another thing. But the moment 5G comes up, what will happen? Your internet bandwidth will expand. And when internet bandwidth expands, you are not going to talk about 100 Mbps or 200 Mbps. I mean, those kind of speeds will be history. So internet will move at lightning speed, and when data will move at a speed of lightning, what will happen is that devices will able to interact with each other. So your each of your devices will interact with each other, and they will be able. For example, your car will be able to drive by itself, right? You all have heard about the self-driving car. Personally, I work very closely with a German automobile multinational, and I know what we are doing there. We know that in the next 3 years, and I'm telling you, it's there. In the next 3 years, we will see self-driving cars in India. Forget the world. Many people are telling me, no, 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 India में नहीं चलेगा. इंडिया में नहीं चलेगा. अरे इंडिया में गाय किधर से आएगा, बैल किधर से आएगा. I know, I have been through this country, and I know. But I tell you what is going to happen. It will still work. 20 years ago, did any one of us think what is happening today will happen? We didn't. Today it's happening. So this will also happen. And it's going to have deep, deep impact on the way we run our businesses. So tomorrow when you're going for an interview, your interviewer is going to expect you to know these. I have just given you 2-3 areas here. AI, ML, and IoT. There are hundreds of things. Do you know there is something called quantum computing? We are talking about quantum computing today. IBM has already done revolutionary work in that area. So, I mean, think about it. When you go and sit there and the interviewer probably asks you and says, hey, what is the future of business? And you bring in dimensions of AI, you bring in dimensions of quantum computing, and you present a image of what businesses are going to look in the next 5 years. Think about it. Will you be hired? Tell me, will you be hired? If I were the interviewer, I would take you, even if you don't have a 100 percentile.
Yep,
But
that's true.
100 percentile is the cutoff, boss. You can do nothing. मैंने इसीलिए शुरू में ही कहा हमारे नंबर दिखते हैं कि तुमको वो परसेंटाइल लाना ही पड़ेगा और उसके बाद you have to do all this. So remember, on the knowledge front, he's definitely looking at you that you have all these knowledge. Now, where will you get all this knowledge? Let me tell all of you, I am delighted to see the brightness that you youngsters bring to the table these days. I am really delighted. At the same time, I am also dejected on 1 or 2 fronts. Just 1 or 2. Number one, I don't think today our youngsters are reading enough. When I say reading enough, I mean reading books, reading magazines, journals, Harvard Business Publishing, HBR reviews. I mean, there are so much today available. So look at yourself and say, how much time am I going to spend on Amazon Prime? How much time I'm going to spend on Netflix? I'm not saying don't do it. Please do it. You have to have some entertainment, have fun in your life. I'm not suggesting you shouldn't have fun. You must have fun. But at the same time, there is so much of information available out there. Are you checking them out? I'm telling you, check them out. Check them out. Check them out. There is so much. And I tell you, if you just log in for one and then the digital footprint that you leave behind, they will notify you for 100 others. And that's how you will start learning. Look, I went to a B school 30 years ago. 30 years ago, what I learned in the B school is no longer relevant in this world today. It's outdated. It's no longer relevant. Today, what you are going to learn is also going to get outdated 10 years later. For me, it took 20 years or 25 years for that knowledge to get outdated. For you, it is going to take 5-10 years because knowledge is doubling much, much more faster. How will you keep up the pace? You will keep up the pace when you are exposing yourself to different areas of learning. I'm not saying that you only have to read a book. I'm saying go check out hundreds of websites, go check out TED Talks, go check out so much of material which is out there on the web. And no, I also know some of you are reading, but you're not reading in a structured manner. For example, create a notebook. Say you have a notebook and that notebook is for everything that you pick up in the area of finance. Pick up one more notebook where you are going to detail things on the area of technology. Because today everything is driven by technology. You can't think of a life without technology, all right? And that's why I threw 3 technology things to you first. Then look at what are new things happening in HR. What is new things happening in market? I mean, look at the gamut, and that is when you will be able to go walk into that interview room with that confidence. And when you stand in front, sit in front of that interviewer and you talk with that confidence, they will say, we don't need to look further. This is the guy we need in our college. So don't forget, the primary requisite is knowledge. And I said, knowledge about your subject matter, whatever your graduation is, you must have knowledge about that. Don't think people sitting there are going to be fools that they don't know about your subject. They will also come prepared doing their homework. They know what questions to ask. Today, just like we do how to face an interview training, I also do how to take an interview training. I do that also. How to take interviews. Corporate honchos come and sit in the training and they learn how to take an interview in such a way so that you can get the right guy. You can ask the right questions. So remember, they're going to come with their homework and they will know about your subject and they will ask you. Sometimes they will ask you a few tricky questions here and there, push you a little and check you out how much trust and faith you have on your knowledge. And they will challenge you. They will say, hey, do you really think that is right, Amit? Well, I don't think. And they will talk to themselves and say, hey, but I read it's something like something else. And they will challenge you. They will throw doubt in your mind to check out and see, do you have the confidence, or have you just Googled something and have you come for that interview? Last week, let me give you this last week what happened. I was doing a training program for the company LatentView. They're a Chennai-based company. They do analytics and they serve some of the best companies in the world. They serve the Googles, the Microsofts, the Apples of the world. And I was talking to one of the program managers. His name is Karthik. And he was telling me, Abhijit, tell me, how I was doing this interview, and he gave me that example. I was doing this interview. There was this bright young girl, and he said that this girl had like 97 percentile in her BTech final, 97, bright kid. But when I asked her a couple of questions, she gave me absolutely Googled answers. And he said, now, because I'm doing a virtual interview, because nowadays face-to-face interviews are not happening, virtual interview, she must have placed her phone or another laptop somewhere where she's seeing it. And I can see that same web page myself. So I told her. So when I told her, she's trying to bluff me by showing her hands. I'm not Googling anything she says. But he said, I know she's doing it because she's reading exactly the same lines. So you see, your interviewers are also going to be very, very smart. They know which website you're going to look at and prepare. All right. So do your homework well, guys, so that you are able to converse much more confidently. All right. Point taken, everybody. Knowledge, the first thing. Okay, I'll move my slide, at least for people who can see it. In any case, the slides are coming to all of you. So this is about knowledge, the basics, the theories, the information, facts and figures, your perceptions. They will ask you, what do you think? Typical question right now could be, in a post-COVID market, because hopefully in the next 3-4 months, we will see the vaccine is getting distributed across the world and people are getting vaccinated. So people are going to talk about post-COVID situation. Post-COVID, how do you see businesses going? Or how do you think technology will take over? Or what are kind of businesses do you think technology will make a difference on? So all these things which are there are all connected to your general market awareness. And that is what they are definitely going to test. So now that we are clear about knowledge, let me move to the next element, and that is skill. Knowledge, yes, very important. They are going to certainly check that out. But more than knowledge, they also want to check out your skills. What kind of skills does this person have? And I tell you, these are the kind of skills they are looking at. They are certainly looking at good communication skill, good interpersonal skill. Today, I tell you, you might be the brightest kid on the block, but I'm telling you, if you don't have interpersonal skill, they will not touch you. They will not touch you. You must have the ability to get along with people. Because let me tell you what is happening. What is happening in organizations is organizations traditionally were very hierarchical, like a pyramid. Many people at the bottom and one CEO sitting at the top and different layers of management. Today, it is disappearing. Those hierarchies are disappearing. And because hierarchies are disappearing, what is happening? Organizations are becoming flat. Flat. So don't be surprised if you, in your first job, get a designation of associate vice president. You might get it. It's possible. I had to work for 25 years before I became an associate vice president. You might get it in the next 3 years of your career. It is possible. Because what is happening? Because it will be dependent upon your talent. But because organizations are flatter, they're not driven by hierarchies, step-by-step hierarchies, your ability to work with people becomes critical. You could be brilliant individually, but if you don't have the ability to build relationship with people, gel with people, work alongside people, they will not hire you. I can tell you this. Interpersonal skill today is the most important thing that they are looking for. In fact, it is much more important than your knowledge. I would, if I were hiring, I would hire somebody with little less knowledge but greater interpersonal skill. Because that will, in the long run, make much more productivity, give me much more effective productivity in my organization than individual brilliance of one person. Understand that. So therefore, IQ is no longer the top requirement. The top requirement today is EQ. EQ, no longer IQ. There was one time we would measure IQ and say intelligence quotient kitna hai. Intelligent kitna hai. Banda intelligent hai ya nahi. Today, if you are going to a good B school, we know you are intelligent. So there is no question of your intelligence. But what are we going to look at? We are going to look at and evaluate your EQ, which is your emotional quotient. In fact, there are certain organizations which have moved one step forward. They are not only looking at EQ, they are today looking at SQ. Can any of you tell me what is SQ? IQ, intelligence quotient. EQ, emotional quotient. What is SQ? No, not soft skills, Diljit. No, Saurav. No, no Kritika. Social, no. No Kritika.
Spiritual quotient.
Who said that? Who said spiritual quotient? Give me a name. Huh?
Ronak.
Ronak, absolutely correct. Let us all give a big round of applause for Ronak. It is not only confined to IQ and EQ. Ronak, wonderful answer there. It is spiritual quotient. They've gone one step forward. Spiritual quotient. Meaning, so Ronak, what does spiritual quotient mean? Since you have said it, I give you the first opportunity.
So I think, according to the name, I think your emotional skills is
EQ. That's EQ.
yes. Spiritual quotient means you believe in something, I guess.
Good try. Good try. Good try. Good try. Anybody else? Gaurav, Amit?
Daljit wanted to say.
Yes, Daljit, go ahead.
So spiritual quotient means that we are not looking ourselves as an individual, but we are caring for the whole world as a whole. So if the products that we are creating, the values that we are creating, we have to move from a more selfish Like today we are very selfish of each other. Like this is what I want, this is what I will get. But when we think about the whole world as something, I think that is what is important for spiritual quotient.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Big round of
Thank you,
applause.
sir.
I must
Thank you,
tell
sir.
you guys are smart. Yesterday also I was talking to a
Thank
group of students. Not many people were able to answer. You guys are good. God be with you. Absolutely right.
Thank
Diljit,
you, sir.
total kudos to both you and Ronak. Absolutely right. Today we are going beyond that, and I'm going to come to that in a little while, because organizations today, it is no longer only EQ. EQ definitely, but we are moving beyond EQ, looking at SQ, spiritual quotient, which is about integrity, which is about values, which is about ethics in business. Don't forget, the world has seen enough number of people who were go-getters, pushing people to deliver results, and the world has realized we don't need them. What we need today is, we are talking about this, and I teach this as a subject, we are talking about servant leadership. Leadership is not about sucking the blood out of people for productivity. Leadership is about care. Leadership is about nurturing. Leadership is about love. It's about affection. It's about warmth. And that's about spiritual quotient. It comes from integrity. It comes from values. It comes from ethics. That is another parameter they will look at. Some may not look at, but many will look at. And I tell you, as you grow, you are all youngsters, as you grow, in the next 7 to 10 years, the world is only going to look at spiritual quotient. Because they have realized, the world today has realized, there is life beyond profitability. Profitability is important. We are not denying it. Money is important. Businesses are important. Profit is important. But we have also realized there is beyond profitability also there is a world. And today, businesses are becoming sensitive towards those needs also. All right? Now, you are going to work with American multinationals, European multinationals, Korean giants, Spanish companies, Italian companies, Japanese giants. I tell you, when you look at businesses across the world, there are certain geographies where they have embraced spiritual quotient. 1 or 2 geographies are still not getting there as of yet. For example, in India, Indian businesses, though we have great examples of spiritual quotient in business, if you look at 2-3 large Indian companies like the Tata Group, if you look at Infosys, Wipro, all examples of high integrity. But nevertheless, we still have unscrupulous businesses running in our country. It's there in other parts of the world also, but I'm saying, but gradually we are getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. So coming back to the skills, they will definitely look at your interpersonal skill. I mean, they will definitely look at your communication skill. Now, communication skill, many people think it is your ability to speak English. Let me assure you, English speaking is important, but communication skill does not necessarily mean only your ability to speak English. Communication skills means, Abhishek Malhotra is asking me how to develop these skills. We can have another workshop on this some other time, and maybe we can decide on a date and time, and we can run a workshop for all of you on some of the skills. Not all of them I can give you, but I can certainly help you with some of the skills. So coming back to communication, I was talking about English language proficiency. That's important. I'm not denying it is not important. But what is more important is do you have the ability to comprehend? Yes, you were right. Somebody, I think on the chat box wrote something about comprehending. I think that's Ronak. Comprehend what others are trying to say. Absolutely. If you can accurately, now the word here is accurately. Can you accurately comprehend what somebody else is saying? That's number one. And number two, can you accurately convey to the other person what is there in your head. Communication is a two-way process, don't forget, okay? It is not only one way you comprehending, but you also conveying, helping the other person comprehend what is there in your mind, what your thoughts are, all right? So that is communication skill. So you got to look at developing that. We can certainly do a communication skills workshop with all of you sometime later. I'll tell my team also to get in touch with you guys, and we'll see how to schedule that. That's not a problem. But these are definitely skills. Okay. The third thing, K and S, we have looked at. Let's go to the third element, and that is the A, and that is called attitude. Now, you see, some of the things that I've talked about in SQ are part of attitude, because that gets reflected in our attitude. Our integrity gets reflected in our attitude. Whether we are honest or not gets reflected in our attitude. I tell you, they are going to today try and check you out on these parameters also. And that's why I tell all my young students, please don't try to bluff anybody. Never take refuge in untruth. Never try to bluff, never try to, fix things, never try to manipulate things. Honesty, remember, is the best policy. If you don't know something, put up your hand and say, I'm not aware of this. But it's a good point you brought across to me. Today, I'm making a mental note. I'm going to check this out and do so. There's no harm in saying, I don't know. I'm telling you today, right today, at the end, when I'm going to stop and I'm going to ask you for question and answers, you may ask me, what is the weight of the moon? I will put up my hand and I'll tell you, well, I don't know, but I'll Google it and try and find it out. There's no harm in saying, I don't know, because that tells the other person that you are not manipulative. You're not trying to bluff your way through. Because if they catch you bluffing, I'm telling you, they are not only going to not hire you, they are going to put you in a blacklist, and it will completely destroy your reputation. Today, let me tell you that. And this is connected to the conversation that I had a little while back, where I talked about Karthik trying to hire. And he told me, this girl, I'm not going to hire. And I've told people in my network to look out for a girl like this, who's very brilliant with her marks, but is trying to fudge and bluff her way through. Remember, it destroys your reputation. So that's why your integrity, your honesty, very, very important and part of your spiritual quotient. You got to be able to demonstrate that. The other is, of course, your self-confidence, your self-motivation. Self-confidence is one of the most important things. Question to all of you, where do you get confidence from? How can you develop more self-confidence within you? Okay, question to all of you. Question. I saw somebody called Bora. Bora means Assam, right? Some of you from Assam. If some of you are from Assam, let me tell you, I was born, brought up in a small Assam town called Guwahati. 53 years ago. I'm 53 years old. So when I went to school in Don Bosco High School, which was 45 years ago, that time Assam was like back of the beyond. From there, I have moved ahead and I've seen the world today a little bit. I'm asking all of you, do I look like a confident person to all of you? Let me ask you, do you think I was born like this?
No, sir.
How do you think I have been able to transform myself? Let me tell you, some of you are probably from Kolkata also. In my childhood, I used to come to Kolkata with my father as a little boy. And I remember in Esplanade, My father, those days, double-decker bus was a big attraction for a young kid. A double-decker bus. And I used to remember there used to be a bus called L9, which used to run from Esplanade to somewhere in Dunlop. And we used to take that bus because our house is somewhere that side. So, and when I used to sit on the upper story of the double-decker bus and I would look outside towards Esplanade, I would only see heads of people because huge population, Calcutta. And I would see those tall buildings and I would hold my father's hand, clasp it like this because I would be scared that I would get lost in this world. I would be scared. Those streets in Calcutta would look like to me like huge streets. Those buildings used to look like very tall to me. But today I tell you, when I go to Calcutta, those same streets, those same buildings no longer look tall to me. Those streets no longer look big to me. Those streets no longer look awe-inspiring to me. Why? What has changed? The streets are as it is. The buildings are as it is. My perception has changed. The way I see the world has changed. And that is the change I'm envisioning you in each one of you. So how do you think you can bring this change inside you so that when you go for this interview, you are there full of confidence, you are self-motivated, and you are there to say, I'm going to do a great job. And the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, everything signifies your confidence, everything signifies your personality, and they say, this is the kind of guy we should hire. Good. I think Sakshi has written, yes, my vision has reached far away, Sakshi. You are right. So one, definitely, that's why go and look at this. What you see in this particular slide is so important. In this slide, what we are sharing with you is self-confidence, self-motivation, honesty, integrity, your enthusiasm. How enthusiastic are you about whatever you are talking? Are you optimist? Are you full of commitment? Is there the attitude of cooperation within you? That is what is going to be important and critical. So I'm asking you, it's been more than an hour that I've been talking to all of you. At 53 years of age, am I sounding enthusiastic to all of you? This enthusiasm that you hear in me or see in me comes from my confidence, comes from what I believe in, comes from my passion to get connected to people. Now you've got to start feeling like that. And that feeling will come when you develop two things. And the two things are already discussed in the previous two slides. When you develop your knowledge and you develop your interpersonal skill and your ability to communicate with people, your confidence will also go up. And you will start thinking positively, feeling positively. See, I'm an optimist. And let me tell you today, let's talk about the economy of the country for a little while. Just to give you a little perspective, this is one of my favorite subjects, so I like talking about it also. India's contribution to world GDP till the 11th century was above 32%. We were contributing 1/3 of the world GDP. When the British left us, we were down less than 2%. Up till about the mid of this decade, we were close to, our GDP was moving close to double digits. But today, of course, there is a slowdown. We also know there is a natural slowdown. COVID has really affected. You know, in the first quarter of this fiscal, the growth was minus growth of 23%. But in the second quarter, we have seen a little better. It's down about 9%. So there is some about. Let me also tell you one thing today. Economic development, good economics also helps us become confident. I tell you today, I see when I travel abroad, I see Indians and I see much, much more confident Indians. All these comes from knowledge, ability to communicate, ability to relate to people, and also the exposure to the world. I tell you, today, you don't have to travel the world to have an exposure to the world. Well, if you travel, it's good. But even if you don't travel, you still can have exposure to the world. I remember many years ago, I met a tourist. I was coming back from Shimla, I'm the Himalayan Queen. I was flanked by an Englishman on one side and an Australian. And I started talking to them about England and Australia. And these two guys, and this was, I think this incident I'm relating to you is about 28 years old. No, I was also pretty young at that time. And this guy asked me, "Hey, have you been to Australia?" I said, "No, never." The other guy says, "Looks like you've been to England." I said, "No, I've never." "How do you know so much about England?" Now, how do you know so much about any country in the world? You know by reading about them, by learning about them. The more you learn, the more confident you become. Today, I'm so confident, I'm telling you, that I can travel any part of the world, to go to any country in the world and do a conversation with a person of that country. I tell you, last when I went to Eastern Europe, I was in Serbia, and I could talk to Serbians. I could relate to the war, you know, the Bosnian War, and I could relate and to the horrors that they went through. And when I talk to them about that, they look at me and they say that somebody from a different country knows so much about us. And that makes you stand up in their eye, and that also gives you the confidence to interact with them. So you see, the only way you can develop your confidence is your knowledge and skill. How do we become motivated? You become motivated when you know where you are going. Vision, mission. I think that's what Sakshi, I think, wrote about. Vision, mission. Vision means, where are you going? Where are you going? What is your destination? That's your vision. Mission means, why are you going? Just because Sakshi has put those two words, I'm using those two words. Very, very important. Vision. Where are you going? Do you know where are you going in your life? Do you know what is your destination? If you know it, it'll give you confidence. Then comes mission. Why are you going? What is your purpose of life? We all have come to this earth. What is our purpose? Is your purpose only to make money? Or do you have a bigger, larger purpose also? Think about it. You don't have to answer that question to me today. But I'm telling you, today, if you can think about it, if you can tomorrow go and do a vision mission exercise, I can also come back and do a vision mission exercise with all of you. If you do a vision mission exercise with yourself, set your vision, set your mission, and then look at your values. What are values that you want to inculcate in your life? That's how you will develop your spiritual quotient, and that's what will make you a self-motivated person. You know, yesterday I was talking to another group of students, and we came to purposes of life, and I said, in IIT Kharagpur, in a particular batch, there were two guys. I'm talking about a CEO of Google. Some of you certainly know who's the CEO of Google, I'm sure. Yes, no, maybe?
Sundar Pichai.
Absolutely, Sundar Pichai, Amit. Sundar Pichai, of course, is an alumnus of IIT Kharagpur, as you all know. Now, I'm talking about somebody else who was in the same batch as Sundar Pichai, but is now a monk of the Ramakrishna mission. Can any of you give me his name?
Sir, is he Mohan Maharaj, as we call him, the mathematician?
No, no,
So
Rudra.
Gyan Vastalal. Gyan Vastalal hai.
Who said? Who's the last voice?
Gyan Vastalal hai.
No. After that,
Gaur Das sir.
Gaur Gopal Das. Who said that?
Chinmoy sir.
Chinmoy is 100% right. Big round of applause for Chinmoy. Gaur Gopal Das is the name. Gaur Gopal Das went to IIT Kharagpur, was in the same batch of Sundar Pichai, but look at his purpose of life. You got to make your choice, guys. You take your choice. What is your purpose of life? I'm not saying you have to be Gaur Gopal Das, okay? I'm not saying you have to be a monk, but you got to be. What do you want in your life? Vision, mission, value. Do this exercise. If you need help, I'm going to share my number with all of you today. If you need help, you can reach out and I will help you. I don't want to be remunerated, or there's no commercial interest here. Okay? I just want to help my young students. You can reach out to me. I can help you set your vision, your mission, your values in your lives. Because if you set your vision, mission, values, that will increase your spiritual quotient, and that will show very, very clearly in your attitude. It will show in your behavior. It will show how motivated you are. It will also show how well you are ready to cooperate, coordinate with people. And that's what interviewers want to see in you. Okay, I have a few more slides on what kind of questions can be asked, but I don't think those slides are necessary anymore. It is close to 10 minutes past 7. I'm going to take a pause, and I'm going to invite your thoughts, your questions, so that I can start answering them. I think that will be a much better way to interact and be able to, guide you better.
Is there anybody who want to ask something to sir? Go ahead, Rajit.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Sir, I would like to know how much, like, if someone has a poor academics and is not able to score good in CAT or something like that. So, what are the chances that he will be in his career he will grow ahead? Like, if he's hardworking, he's ready to work hard, and whatever happened in the past, he's ready to rectify his mistakes. So, what do you think? What should he do at that time?
Diljit, look at me. I'm your best example. Look at me. I have survived in the industry for 30 years. I was not a very bright student in my college days, Diljit. Let me share this very honestly with all of you. When I went to college, and I'm being very honest and candid with all of you, college was the least interesting thing for me. I was interested in many other things in life. I was interested in theater. I was interested in music. I was interested in many other things. I was interested in literature. I was interested in so many things in my sport. I was fanatic about sport. I used to play 2 games at a senior level in the league. And you see, studies was not my first priority, and therefore I didn't do too well, Diljit. And I'm not very proud of it. I actually did poorly. But then I also didn't get the top B school. I did not get it. I went to a small B school. I'll not tell you which one, okay? It is in Patna, in Bihar. Huh? I finished my education from Patna University. So that's where I finished it. But then I was looking for my break. And I tell you, when I got my first job, I got my first job at the lowest rung that it could have given me at that time. Trainee, I got. I had to work hard, I'm telling you, Diljit. My initial days were not easy. But I worked hard, and I tell you, my first 4 years was a struggle. 4, 5 years, 4.5, 5. After that, I did not have to look behind. I was picked up. Because once you start working in the market also keeps a tab. Recruiters keep a tab. Where is the right talent? सबको talent चाहिए country में. तो तुम अच्छा करोगे तो talent spotters घूम रहे हैं बाजार में. You will not see them, but they are spotting talent. I got picked up, and I got picked up from a place called Patna, and I got a job in Delhi. And once I moved to Delhi, I tell you, Diljit, there was no looking back. कुआं का मेढक कुआं से बाहर आ गया था. Once I got there, I was picked up by Coca-Cola. Once I was picked up by Coca-Cola, and I got the Coca-Cola stamp on me. Uske baad, of course, I didn't work with Coke very long. But then I went to Wipro, went to Cognizant, spent time with Mindtree, went into international training because I moved into training. I spent time with international training companies like Franklin Covey, like Dale Carnegie, like Harvard Business Publishing. And that's where I created my mark. So Diljit, जो हो गया, वो हो गया. उसके ऊपर सोच के कोई फायदा नहीं. There's no point crying over split milk. It's gone. Past is dead. Bury it. Look at the future.
Yes.
The future is in your hand. Create it. Create your vision, mission, values, then jump into it.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
You are welcome, Diljit. Who has the next question? Come, I've given you an opportunity. You can ask me anything.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Sir, as I have also the problem like that, and I have also low ACATS and not having so much co-curricular activities in that. It's nothing is there. And how to present it in interview if the interviewer asked us why you have not performed in your 10th class. It means any of these. So how to answer them? What to explain? And
tell me the truth, Sankalp. What is the truth? Why didn't you perform? भाई पढ़ाई नहीं किया था इसलिए मार्क्स नहीं आया यार. As simple as that.
Like average students.
भाई because I was more interested in doing other things. क्या कर रहे थे? मैं क्रिकेट खेल रहा था, फुटबॉल खेल रहा था, चेस खेल रहा था, बैडमिंटन खेल रहा था, थिएटर कर रहा था, गाना गा रहा था, म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट बजा रहा था. मैं तो कह रहा हूं, I'm telling you, I was doing all of that. So one interviewer once asked me, "Acha, so which sports have you played?" I said, "You tell me any sport." So he asked me, "What is a Queen's Gambit?" I answered him. He asked me, "What is a Chinaman?" I answered him. He told me, "Tell me, Football World Cup, with which team won the first Football World Cup in 1930?" I answered him. Now, whatever you have done, you have got to be thorough in it. अगर तुम बोलोगे कि मैं बैठ करके समय वेस्ट कर रहा था, तो भाई मुश्किल है. कुछ तो कर रहे थे ना. अगर म्यूजिक कर रहे थे तो म्यूजिक बोलो. मैं तो बैंड में बजा रहा था, लीड गिटार बजा रहा था, बेस गिटार बजा रहा था. तो बोलो ना उससे क्या, कौन सा जॉनर ऑफ म्यूजिक प्ले कर रहे थे तुम. बात करो उसके बारे में. रॉक बजा रहे थे, ब्लूज बजा रहे थे, जैज बजा रहे थे. देखो, you can talk to me about any of these things. I have been there, done all of that. तभी तो पढ़ाई नहीं किया था मैंने भी. सच कह रहा हूं. तभी तो ये सब भी आता है. And I am telling you, सिर्फ पढ़ाई से कुछ नहीं होता यार. पढ़ाई के साथ साथ ये भी करना चाहिए. पर पढ़ाई भी जरूरी है. And that's why I told you, knowledge is the first thing. पर बाकी के knowledge भी तो सामने लाओ ना संकल्प, और बोलो, बॉस मैं तो ये कर रहा था. वो पूछेगा, अच्छा तुम पूछेगा तो फिर तुम्हें जवाब देना पड़ेगा. मुझे पूछा था एक इंटरव्यू में किसी ने, अच्छा कैन यू डिफाइन रागा, कैन यू डिफाइन राग? इन इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूजिक वी हैव राग्स. I said, yes, we have rags like Malkosh, we have Rag Bhairavi and so on and so forth. He said, what is a rag? What does a rag mean? Think about it. Can you answer it? If you were into music, you must, भाई कहीं तो कुछ तो दिखाना पड़ेगा ना. अगर तुम कहोगे तो मैं कुछ भी नहीं किया, मार्क्स भी नहीं लाया, तो फिर मुश्किल है ना भाई. यू हैव टू शो स्पार्क समवेयर. तो इसीलिए अभी भी टाइम है, अभी भी टाइम है, अभी भी जितना टाइम है, कोई एक सब्जेक्ट उठाओ और उस सब्जेक्ट को रगड़ दो कि उस सब्जेक्ट से कोई भी दुनिया में कुछ पूछे तुम जवाब दे सकते हो. तब तो कुछ बात होगी ना. अगर तुम बोलोगे मेरे पे मैं तो ये भी नहीं किया वो भी नहीं किया, तो नहीं होगा ना. कुछ तो दिखाना पड़ेगा ना. संकल्प क्लियर?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
थैंक यू. रौनक ने IIM रांची क्वेश्चन मार्क है. रौनक, व्हाट डज दैट मीन?
No, sir. Actually, you said na ki you have studied in Bihar, so I asked you, is it IIM Ranchi or not?
नहीं, कहाँ यार, हमारे टाइम रांची में IIM था ही नहीं. हमने 30 साल पहले MBA किया है यार, 30 years ago.
Okay.
रांची में IIM तो अभी अभी आया यार. Okay, अंजलि लिख रही है, can vision be out of personal experience and can mission also be personal and something societal? Well, it's completely up to you, Anjali. Your vision is your ability to see your future. Okay, Anjali? Your vision is your ability to imagine your future. What do you imagine yourself to be in this world? You got to think about that. Anjali? Okay, who has the next question? Hindi, English, Bangla, Punjabi, Assamese, Odia, Marathi, कोई भी भाषा चलेगा. बोलिए.
Sir, can you suggest me some good knowledge forums?
Okay, very good. Good question. The one knowledge forum where I will definitely like all of you youngsters to go is TED. Okay, so check out TED. Check out TED videos from across the world. You will find some absolutely stunning piece of knowledge sharing that people do. TED is a great forum. You can check that out.
ET and Harvard?
Pardon?
ET and Harvard?
Oh, see, Harvard, definitely. I mean, you can access Harvard Business Publishing. I mean, nobody has to tell you that. But I'm telling you things which are not so well known. TED is a great place where people come and share their thoughts and ideas. Of course, you can also go into Udemy, EDX, Coursera. These are websites where you can do a lot of free courses, which will also give you a lot of insight into how the world is shaping up.
Okay, and so can you suggest some good courses or certifications that I might do?
It will be very difficult for me, Ronak, because I don't know really what is your background. I don't know what your vision mission is. What do you want to be in life? So it will be very incorrect and improper for me to suggest any particular certification.
Okay.
Depends upon your
related to marketing or something like commerce background.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, with a commerce background today, you can go into business analytics as well. You have to learn things like Tableau, Python. You can go into business analytics also. Well, what's stopping you? I told you I work with this business analytics company in Chennai called Latent View. We have young boys and girls who have done economics honors and are working with us there. MA economics. So why not commerce? Depends upon what you want to do. Today, canvas is open. Dheeraj.
Sir, I have a question to ask, which I often students want to ask, or they often ask to me.
Okay.
काफी लोग ऐसे होते हैं जिनकी इंग्लिश कम्युनिकेशन के ऊपर काफी अच्छा कमांड नहीं होता है, बिकॉज वो हिंदी मीडियम से आते हैं, बंगाली मीडियम से आते हैं, उड़िया मीडियम से आते हैं, और वो अच्छी इंग्लिश बोल नहीं पाते. एंड वी सी दैट कि वो जब भी किसी टियर 2 या टियर 3 के स्कूल से भी जाते हैं, तो वहां से वो बेस्ट आउटपुट निकल के नहीं ला पाते हैं, अल्टीमेटली उनकी प्लेसमेंट्स में काफी दिक्कत होती है. Would you be able to suggest something to those people who are not good in communication in English primarily? What should they do primarily?
Certainly, Dheeraj. I think that's a very pertinent question. बहुत कोई ना shy होके भी नहीं पूछते हैं ये सवाल. Let me assure all of you today. I was born and brought up in Guwahati in Assam. My mother tongue is Bangla. We speak Bangla at home. तो मैं भी कोई अंग्रेजी सीख करके पैदा नहीं हुआ था, मैंने भी अंग्रेजी सीखी. So English now, unfortunately or fortunately, English is the language of business across the world. And therefore, you have no choice but to learn it. You have to learn it. Now, how do you learn it? Let me give you very simple. Now, you may go and do an English speaking course here. Some other people will make money out of you. Here is my suggestion. We learn by three things. Every human being in this world use three different methodology to learn. We learn by seeing, we learn by hearing, and we learn by doing. Now, अंग्रेजी देखो, अंग्रेजी सुनो, और अंग्रेजी बोलो. So what I mean to say is, at home, अगर टीवी देख रहे हो, तो बांग्ला हिंदी चैनल देखना बंद करो. I'm not saying quality के लिए. Quality हो सकता है बांग्ला चैनल हिंदी चैनल का अच्छा होगा. I do not know. मैं तो टीवी देखता ही नहीं हूं. मेरे जिंदगी में टीवी ही नहीं है. I've eliminated TV from my life. पर जो भी सुनो अंग्रेजी सुनो. जितना सुनोगे उतना बोलोगे, और जितना बोलोगे उतना सही होगा. दूसरा, सेकंड पॉइंट, एक अच्छा डिक्शनरी जरूर होना चाहिए तुम्हारे पास. एक अच्छी डिक्शनरी, ऑक्सफोर्ड हो, कैम्ब्रिज हो. इंग्लिश इंग्लैंड की भाषा है, इसलिए इंग्लिश डिक्शनरी होनी चाहिए, अमेरिकन डिक्शनरी नहीं होनी चाहिए. ओके, अमेरिकन इंग्लिश अमेरिकन बोलते हैं, वो इंग्लिश नहीं बोलते हैं. What we require is English, because if you get the English going, the American English will be easy for you later on. Today, I can speak American English, I can speak Australian English. Anywhere in the world where I travel, I can speak their kind of English. That is because I have worked on my English first. For that, you need a good English grammar book. A good English. Now, another trick is, all of us, whether it is Bihar, whether it is Bengal, whether it is Assam, whether it is Odisha, everybody has something called MTI, mother tongue influence. बांग्ला में कुछ शब्द, इंग्लिश शब्द गड़बड़ होगा, असमिया में भी होगा, उड़िया में भी होगा. मैं तो ये सारी भाषाएं बोलता हूं, इसलिए मुझे पता है. तो यू नीड दैट डिक्शनरी, बिकॉज वो डिक्शनरी देखना है आपको, वो जो शब्द है उसका करेक्ट प्रोनाउंसिएशन क्या है वो चेकआउट करना है, एंड देन आपको प्रैक्टिस करना है उसको बोलने का. You have to do that, only then it will get better. Saurav is asking me if I can help him with his vision mission. So Saurav, vision mission takes a little more time, Saurav. I'm going to leave you with my number. Tomorrow is Sunday. Why don't you reach out to me, say something around 10 o'clock in the morning, Saurav? I'll help you. Okay, Saurav?
Yeah, good evening, sir. I have a question for you.
Yes, Rajesh.
Yeah, I know it's a kind of ridiculous question, because everybody studies hard to go for at a higher level, but how much it is required, how much one has to study to get a good grade in the MBA and to get a higher position like you or above you?
देखो राजेश, सबसे पहले तो बेसिक्स तो चाहिए ही चाहिए, है ना. बेसिक्स तो चाहिए चाहिए. देखो राजेश, बेसिक्स के बगैर तो यू जस्ट कांट गो अहेड. और आज के डेट में बेसिक इज अ मास्टर्स. एक मास्टर्स तो चाहिए तुम्हें. हमारे टाइम में क्या होता था कि अच्छा चलो ग्रेजुएट हो गया लड़का तो ठीक है. दिस वाज 30 years ago, 30-32 साल पहले की बात बता रहा हूं. उस समय ग्रेजुएट हो गए, चलो अब कुछ कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम दे दो, नहीं तो यूपीएससी लिख लो, राइट. पर आज के डेट में तो एक मास्टर्स होना बहुत जरूरी है. सो इफ योर क्वेश्चन इज विथ qualification, you definitely need to have a master's today, Rajesh, because that is becoming a basic qualification today. Rajesh?
Sir, I have one more question.
Okay.
Yeah, which because I interact with a lot of students quite often, so ये psychological question है. Normally classroom में जब जिनकी English अच्छी नहीं होती है, and if you have got a classroom of like 50-50 crowd of boys and girls,
हाँ
नॉर्मली लड़कों में ये प्रॉब्लम होती है, और हमें भी ये हुआ करता था व्हेन आई वाज डूइंग माय एमबीए। गर्ल्स के क्राउड को देखते हुए हमारे मुंह बंद हो जाया करते थे। इवन आई वाज इन अ सिचुएशन टू आंसर दैट, बट क्योंकि इंग्लिश बोलने आती नहीं और काफी सारी लड़कियां सामने हैं,
बिल्कुल
आई यूज्ड टू बी मॉम। सो आई मीन आई एम श्योर दिस इज अ प्रॉब्लम विद नॉट मेनी स्टूडेंट्स एज वेल। हाउ टू वर्क ऑन दैट?
मैं एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ, एक कहानी बताता हूँ। मेरा बहुत ही प्रिय मित्र दोस्त राजकुमार दुबे नाम है, ओके, हम राजू बुलाते हैं उसको। हम लोग साथ कॉलेज गए, साथ पढ़े। अंग्रेजी मैं तो बिकॉज आई हैड अ डॉन बॉस्को स्कूल बैकग्राउंड इन गुवाहाटी, मैं तो थोड़ा बहुत बोल लेता था। राजू तो हिंदी मीडियम का पढ़ा हुआ बेचारा, कुछ भी नहीं बोल पाता था। पर आई टेल यू, राजू में एक चीज थी जो हम में भी नहीं थी, वो थी उसके अंदर थी जिगर, करेज। कहीं भी हो, कोई भी हो, टूटी फूटी अंग्रेजी वैसे ही बोलता था। हम हंसते थे उस पर, हम कहते थे अरे यार बेवकूफ, चुप हो जा यार, तेरे को आता नहीं, क्यों बोलता है? बोलता है ऐसे ही बोलते बोलते एक दिन तुम सबको पीछे छोड़ के चला जाऊंगा, बोलता था। और आज धीरज सही कह रहा हूं, हम सबको पीछे छोड़ के बहुत आगे चला गया है राजकुमार दुबे, बहुत आगे। डायरेक्टर है एक्सेंचर में, ओके, डायरेक्टर, ओके। सो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है भाई, इट इज ऑल डिपेंड्स अपॉन यू। नंबर वन, डू यू हैव द करेज टू स्टैंड अप एंड से मैं करके दिखाऊंगा? भाई वो कहने के लिए भी ना थोड़ी दम होनी पड़ती है। आप आपस अपने आप पर थोड़े विश्वास होना पड़ता है, मैं तो करके दिखाऊंगा। पहले वो आना है तुम्हारे अंदर में कि हाँ मैं करके दिखाता हूं, आप दिखाता हूं तुम्हें मैं क्या कर सकता हूं। पहले वो जोश लाओ, उसके बाद सब कुछ आसान है। अंग्रेजी सीखना कौन सा बड़ी बात है? आई टेल यू, इंग्लिश इज नॉट आई एम टेलिंग ऑल ऑफ यू धीरज, एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू विद द मैटर ऑफ प्राइड, मैं 9 भारतीय भाषा बोलता हूं, 9 सभी मैंने सीखे हैं यार। बट जहां जाता गया, हैदराबाद चला गया, तेलुगु सीख लिया, पंजाब में कुछ दिन काम किया, पंजाबी सीख लिया। सीखते जाओ यार, क्यों नहीं होगा? अगर मेरे जैसे इंसान का हो सकता है ना, तो तुम्हारा होगा ही होगा। मेरा ग्रेजुएशन में कितना % था अगर बोलूंगा तो तुम लोग सब बोलोगे कैसे हो सकता है, पर वही मैं बता रहा हूं, 53% था, 53% ग्रेजुएट, कॉलेज ऑफ कॉमर्स, कॉलेज ऑफ कॉमर्स मगध विश्वविद्यालय पटना, ओके, उसका छात्र हूं मैं, ग्रेजुएशन बीकॉम। उसके बाद पटना यूनिवर्सिटी एमबीए। पटना यूनिवर्सिटी की एमबीए उस जमाने में क्या होती थी आपको भी मालूम है, मुझे भी मालूम है ना? तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। हम सोचते हैं और हम सोचते हैं बिकॉज हमें लगता है कि नहीं कितना कुछ नहीं है। यू हैव टू हैव द करेज। पहले अपने अंदर वो साहस लाओ कि मैं करूंगा, होगा। मेरे को हो सकता है तो तुम्हारा क्यों नहीं होगा यार? होगा ही होगा। आई कैन गारंटी इट, लिख के दे सकता हूं।
Hello, sir.
Yes, Sukanya.
Yes, I want to speak about that. I want to take a specialization in HR or marketing. But my background is commerce, means BCom accounts honors. And now I am working in TCS with 2 years of experience in banking and finance sector only, BFSI sector. So how to justify in GDPI that why I have switched from banking and finance background to HR or marketing background? How to justify this question?
Sukanya, very difficult for me because I really don't know why you are doing it. You must have a good valid reason. If you have worked in BFSI for 2 years, then a natural progression should be for you to go to finance. And you don't want to go to finance, you want to go to marketing or you want to go to HR. Now you have to have a valid reason for it.
Actually, sir, my liking is HR and marketing, but due to, as I have done in BCom accounts honors, so they have shifted me to BFSI project. And when I am saying that, no, I don't want to work in BFSI sector, they are saying, no, as you have done BCom accounts honors, we can't help. You have to work in BFSI sector.
Okay, got your point. So my suggestion would be that you, if whichever, I mean, whether it is going to be marketing or HR, you have to decide first, and then you have to put forth valid reasons. And you may say, I like HR. So interviewer will ask you, what do you know about HR?
Yes, yes.
तो क्या बोलोगे आप?
Yes.
HR का मतलब क्या है? In an organization, what does HR do?
People. It is connecting with people and like payroll process and recruiting, training and development. These works are.
So इसीलिए कहता हूँ सुकन्या थोड़ा सा पढ़ाई कीजिए. हाँ, please read a guy called Ram Charan.
Okay.
Ram Charan is today the biggest name in management consulting in the world. He is an Indian. यूपी के रहने वाले हैं. नाम है रामचरण. इनकी रेवोल्यूशनरी किताबें हैं एचआर पे. रेवोल्यूशनरी. थोड़ा पढ़ाई कीजिए.
ओके.
एचआर का मतलब सिर्फ पर्सनल नहीं होता है, सिर्फ पेरोल प्रोसेसिंग नहीं है, सिर्फ लीव कैलकुलेशन नहीं है. एचआर मींस ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट.
Yes,
talent engagement, talent
acquisition.
Not only acquisition, retention. Okay. Talent development. I mean, are you keeping your manpower happy? Are they going to embrace technology for the future? It's a huge gamut, Sukanya. So if you are going to talk only of payroll, then it will not cut ice with the interviewer. But when you talk about it, and when you say, I was reading Ram Charan's book about HR and how he talked about HR being split into two different dimensions. And this is the dimension of HR that comes about. And that interests me because I'm going to be working with people. I'm going to be mentoring people within an organization to achieve leadership positions. Now, then you will make, then it will cut ice. But if you say, sir, वो तो मेरे को मालूम है सर, personal में वो ना salary slip बनाना है, यार तो फिर मजा नहीं आएगा ना उसको.
Yes.
So please, Ram Charan, go read Ram Charan. Do some research today. Buy his book online. You also can download his audiobooks, huh?
Okay. And another question I want to ask that from wherever I am asking people, and many people are saying, my parents, that in this, after this pandemic situation, if you go to HR, so there will be less job opportunity, and in India HR have very less colleges, means good HR colleges, and whereas marketing has many colleges, good marketing colleges, and they provide good placement.
मैं हाथ जोड़ रहा हूँ और मेरे हाथ जोड़कर नमस्कार उन लोगों को जो ये प्रेडिक्ट कर रहे हैं. भाई वो कौन है? नॉस्ट्रेडेमस हैं. कौन सा क्रिस्टल बॉल में गेस करके वो बोल रहे हैं भाई? किस बेसिस पे बोल रहे हैं? मुझे तो यही समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. I can tell you two things. Listen to me. Okay. 2020 has been a bad year.
Yes.
2020 has been a bad year. 2020 financial year is going to end bad. And we know historically, we have seen 2008, 2009, we have seen 1999, 2000. Always industry has bounced back.
Yes.
So there is no reason why industry this time will not bounce back. And my prediction is 22 to 25 will be 3 booming years. You are in a much greater position. तुम लोग तो बहुत बिल्कुल fantastic position में हो, because you are getting in the right time. और आप एक booming market में बाहर निकलोगे. क्या बात कर रहे हो? Don't listen to the pessimists of the world. वो तो कहेंगे कल पृथ्वी खत्म हो जाएगा. अरे कुछ नहीं होगा यार, अच्छा होगा. अपने आप पे भरोसा रखो यार, होगा. I am telling you, it is bound to go up. कोई भी चीज नीचे कितना जा सकता है भाई? इससे नीचे नहीं जा सकता है. You've hit bottom. अभी V recovery होगा. I am telling you.
Yes.
Downfall हुई है. It has hit the bottom. अभी कर्व ऊपर जाएगा ही जाएगा. Up to 2025 अपनी रोटियां सेक लो. बहुत अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं.
Okay.
अब ये मोदी सरकार नहीं ला रही अच्छे दिन, हाँ, ये मैं कह रहा हूँ.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
बहुत ही अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं. Okay. Anything else? Anybody? Dheeraj? Otherwise,
Sir, Devasmita has a question which is very important, which I probably would help others as well. Okay. If I do my MBA from ordinary college, will it be worth to do it, do a course like MBA or from these colleges?
Okay. Very, very good question Devashmita has. Devashmita, bhalo prashno hoyeche. Okay, here is my. See, ultimately at the end, what matters is not that certificate. Ultimately, what matters is how much knowledge, skill, and attitude you have, Devashmita. Now, you can go to a small B school, but you can still do your bit to get knowledge. Okay? Let me give you an example. I have a friend. In fact, this friend of mine has an elder brother. His elder brother's name is Anirudh. And he went to IIT Kharagpur, and then he went to Jadavpur University to do his MTech program. He was 4 years senior to me. Matlab, I'll tell you, 86, 87 mein wo IIT Kharagpur gaya tha. Okay? So you can understand, very senior guy. Uske baad IIT se nikal karke, he went to Jadavpur, MTech kiya. MTech mein he became gold medalist. He was stood first. और उसका छोटा भाई जो मेरे साथ पढ़ता था, अमित नाम है, अमित को कहीं सीट नहीं मिली, कोई IIT वाईटी तो हुआ भी नहीं उस जमाने में, तो REC हुआ करता, NIT तो था नहीं उस टाइम, अपना रुड़की बहुत पॉपुलर होता था उस टाइम, तो उसको कहीं नहीं मिला, किसी तरह से सीट मैनेज हुआ त्रिपुरा में, अगरतला इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज त्रिपुरा में, और उस जमाने में इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग, उस समय डिमांड में होता था मैकेनिकल नहीं मिला, मिला इलेक्ट्रिकल। हमारा दोस्त अमित बहुत, हम लोग बंगला में बोलते हैं केते कूते पास किया, बहुत स्ट्रगल करके इंजीनियर तो बन गया, पर उसको उसका लक थोड़ा अच्छा था, उसको पहला जॉब मिल गया जेरोक्स में। पर जेरोक्स देखिए जिंदगी कहाँ ले जाता है। जेरोक्स में काम करता था अमित मेरा दोस्त, इतना बड़ा सूटकेस होता था उसमें, वो जेरोक्स मशीन रिपेयर करने के लिए जाता था इंजीनियर। वहां से वो चला गया विप्रो, कलकत्ता में वर्जीनिया हाउस ITC में कंप्यूटर रिपेयर करता था, मैं वहां भी मिला हूं उससे। वहां से ट्रांसफर लेके चला आया विप्रो बैंगलोर, काम किया बहुत दिन, 11 साल विप्रो में। विप्रो छोड़ के चला गया HP, ह्यूलेट एंड पैकर्ड। ह्यूलेट एंड पैकर्ड में कुछ साल रहा, वहां से गया L&T इंफोटेक, L&T से चला गया IBM, अभी ग्लोबल हेड ऑफ सर्विस डिलीवरी है देवस्मिता। सो what matters? I told you what matters. What matters is your knowledge. What matters is your interpersonal skill. पर एक मास्टर्स तो चाहिए ना, एक ठप्पा तो चाहिए। अब मैंने क्या बोला था, पहले के दिन में ग्रेजुएशन था, तो हम लोग ग्रेजुएट हो गए, तो वो बाप ने कहा बहुत पढ़ लिया बेटा, अब कुछ नौकरी कर ले। अब मास्टर्स तो बेसिक है, you have to do. So I am telling you, in the long run, what matters is how much are you going to develop yourself. Devashmita?
Sir?
Anjali?
Hello. So as you said that vision and mission, they can be out of personal experiences, it's okay. But will they not judge you on the basis of your personal experiences? Oh, you are here you are being money minded, or you are being half dedicated to the organization, you have a personal achieve. So will they not judge you that okay, you don't have any you don't have a big magnitude of vision, or you don't look through the society or something like that?
Okay. Anjali, I have told you that we must all have vision, mission, values. I have never even once said that you have to share your vision, mission, values. Your vision, mission, values are your personal thing. Okay?
What if they ask you directly?
If they ask you, you tell them what sells in the market. अगर तुम monk
manipulate my answers.
Hold on, Anjali. अगर तुम monk बनने जा रही हो, supposing, और गोपाल दास जैसे तुम monk बनोगी, क्या तुम वो बोलोगी इंटरव्यू में? I want to become a monk. Gaur Gopal Das became a monk. I will also become a monk. That's why I'm joining MBA program.
No.
I have told you, your spiritual quotient will go up when you set vision, mission, values for yourself, Anjali. हाथी के दांत खाने के और दिखाने के
कुछ
याद रखना. आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू हैव टू टेल लाई. झूठ बोलो ये मैंने कभी नहीं बोला, पर मैं ये भी बोल रहा हूं वो बोलो जो बिकता है. देखो एक बात और बता दूं, जो चीज दिखता है वो चीज बिकता है.
यस सर.
ऑलराइट. मार्केटिंग में हम लोगों ने जब पढ़ा था ना, हम लोग 3 P's ऑफ मार्केटिंग कहते थे. अभी तो बहुत सारे P's हो गए. प्रेजेंटेशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके अंजलि?
यस.
योर विजन, मिशन, वैल्यूज आर फॉर यू. It will increase your spiritual quotient, and that will give you the confidence to face the world. That's what I said.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you so much for the wonderful interaction, sir. बड़ा मजा आया सुनकर के. आपको काफी कुछ सीखने को मिला हम सबको. There are some questions, but I would be it's already too late, and a lot of people are requesting.
I have budgeted till 8 o'clock, Dheeraj. अगर मैं 10 मिनट और रखता हूँ, मुझे कोई तकलीफ नहीं है.
If there is anybody else who want to ask more questions,
एक या दो और क्वेश्चन मैं ले सकता हूँ. If you have, please feel free.
Sakshi, you want to say something?
Sakshi says, "Sir, I want to talk to you." Please talk to me now, Sakshi.
Sir, I have a question. Can I ask you one more question, please?
Certainly.
Sir, as you said that don't try to bluff them. Don't try to bluff them. So can you give me just examples of how they will know that we are bluffing them? As in, for example, how they will know that we are bluffing them? Sometimes what happens is, as a candidate, we manipulate our questions, we manipulate our answers. We try to be honest, but we also try to hide the flaws, you know. So how they will come to know that, oh, you are bluffing me here, since they are experienced experts sitting there, so they must know, yes, this candidate is bluffing me this side, this candidate is bluffing me this side. So how we will know that they will recognize our types of bluffing, right?
देखो अंजलि, there is something in this world called expression and body language.
Yes.
जब आदमी झूठ बोलता है ना,
हाँ,
उसका हाथ कहाँ जाता है, उसके आंखें कैसी होती है, उसके चेहरे पे कैसा एक्सप्रेशन आता है, एक्सपर्ट्स को पता होता है. मेरे सामने बैठ के झूठ बोलोगी ना, मैं बता दूंगा कौन सा झूठ बोल रही हो तुम. वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस पे भी बोलोगी ना तो भी बता दूंगा. मैं बहुत बड़ा एक्सपर्ट तो नहीं हूं, पर मैं भी बता सकता हूँ अंजलि, बड़ी बात नहीं है. और जो लोग हैं ना, वो एक्सपीरियंस्ड हैं.
This is where experience works. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
हाँ, बोलिए.
Sir, here myself, Amit is speaking, sir. This ID is my sister's ID, sir.
अच्छा, ठीक है. अमित बोलिए.
Sir, I have a question for you, sir. Sir, actually, I also belong to a marketing field.
Okay.
Before I talk to you, sir, I want to explain you about myself first.
Okay.
Sir, here myself, Amit is speaking from Jharkhand, sir, from Ramgarh district.
रामगढ़, हाँ, बताया, रामगढ़ गया हूँ मैं. बोलिए.
Sir, from there only. Sir, now I am 23 years old, sir, and my basics qualification is now I am non-graduate. I am reading now with graduation with English honors, sir. But before when I passed my 10 from Arslan Convent School, Khalari, then I decided myself that I will work in a network industry.
Okay.
Then after that I worked there for more than 3 years, sir.
Okay.
But my aim is to become a trainer, sir. Really, sir, I want to tell you, actually it's my ambition to become a trainer. So for that purpose only I have joined the network industry, but I didn't got successful there.
No problem.
Sir, after that I started working in NBFC, non-banking financial sector, sir.
Okay.
But sir, actually my question is for you that, sir, please show me the path. What is the right path for me, sir, for becoming a trainer, sir?
Okay. Right path तो मैं किसी को नहीं दिखा सकता हूँ, क्योंकि मुझे नहीं मालूम है अमित. पर मैं इतना कह सकता हूँ कि if you want to take up training as a profession, there are certain things that you'll have to develop within yourself.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Please help me, sir.
I would definitely say that you definitely need an MBA. You should specialize in HR, focus on training and development, and then look for a training and development position in a small company. बड़ा कंपनी फट से आपको नहीं लेगा, मैं शुरू में ही बता दूं.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
छोटी कंपनी लेगी. छोटी कंपनी में आपको ट्रेनिंग कोऑर्डिनेटर का जॉब मिलेगा. बता देता हूं वो भी. ट्रेनिंग कोऑर्डिनेटर क्या करेगा? ट्रेनिंग कोऑर्डिनेटर मतलब कल ट्रेनिंग है, अरे ट्रेनर को फोन करो, ये हैंड आउट्स प्रिंट कर लो, अच्छा पानी का बोतल सब बता दिया है, चाय वाले को बोलो ये काम होगा शुरू के 1-2 साल. ठीक है?
Sure, sir. I am ready for that, sir.
I'm telling you, this is the progression. और तुम्हें बहुत लगेगा मैं तो ट्रेनर बनना चाहता हूँ, ये क्या मेरे से पानी और चाय मंगवा रहे हैं ये लोग. ओके? बुरा लगेगा. मैं बता रहा हूँ. But stick on to it. Stick on to it. Stick on to it. I will tell you, it will happen. I know of a girl. Her name is Soumya. Soumya passed out of our institution and joined a company called, as a fresher, she got a good company, but she got a coordinator's job in Biocon. She got Biocon में. Now मैं Biocon में ट्रेनिंग करने जाता था. सौम्या का जॉब था मेरा गेट पास. ट्रेनर आएंगे, गेट पास होना चाहिए, गेट पे लैपटॉप की एंट्री, वो सब, ताकि सिक्योरिटी में उनको तकलीफ नहीं हो. लंच खाएंगे, लंच का पास होना चाहिए उनका, वो सब उनका काम होता था शुरू के. धीरे धीरे सौम्या धीरे धीरे ट्रेनिंग कोऑर्डिनेटर बनी. उसके बाद कंटेंट डेवलपमेंट में गई. आज धीरे धीरे अपना ट्रेनिंग कर रही है. तो इसमें टाइम लगेगा अमित. अगर आप सोचोगे कि कल हो जाएगा तो कल नहीं होगा. और थोड़ा सा बाल भी पक जाना अच्छा होता है, राइट? नहीं तो लोग ये तो बुआ है, अभी क्या पढ़ाएगा, क्या सिखाएगा हमको, ऐसा भी लोग कहते हैं कभी कभी. ऐसी बात हालांकि नहीं है, पर आप MBA करो, HR में स्पेशलाइज करो, मेहनत करो, होगा. क्यों नहीं होगा? जरूर होगा.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your best time, sir.
Thank you. Okay, what I have done is I have put my mobile number on the chat box for all of you. Please, मेरा नंबर तो है आपके पास, आप कभी भी कॉल कर सकते हैं, पर दिन में अगर करेंगे तो शायद मैं नहीं उठाऊंगा, क्योंकि दिन में मैं तो क्लासरूम होता हूं. Okay, so दोपहर बाद please ping me, send me a message, look for a right time, and then I will tell you right time, then call me, then we'll be able to have a decent chat with all of you. Okay? बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट कॉल करते रहते हैं मुझे, तो मुझे कोई तकलीफ नहीं है. I feel very glad if I can help young people like all of you. Thank you very much. Dheeraj, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very much, sir. I'm sorry, I cut it down. Go ahead, sir.
I said thank you for giving ISMS this opportunity. We at ISMS always want to look at doing value for young children. देखो, business is in एक जगह है. Business सबको करना है. We also want to do business, of course, but we also have our larger interest of doing value add to our student base. Feel free. God bless all of you, and I am sure Dheeraj will give me more opportunities to interact with you in the future. With that, thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you so very much for joining us today. And we all have got good insight about the coming skills which is required in the market. Thank you so much.
Slides चाहिए Dheeraj आपको?
Yeah, if you can share me the same. I mean, probably some of them might ask.
I will send it. I will get Joy or Shubhankar to send it to you. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank
you. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.
I mean, guys, before we finally wind it up, I saw some of you were asking that कि अगर मैं BTech हूँ तो मेरे लिए कौन सा specialization सही है, मैं अगर BCom का हूँ तो कौन सा specialization सही है. Just to give you a small update, you should be, I mean, you are advised to take a profiling session with Guiding Education Services, because, you know, I mean, probably some of you are interacting with us for the first time. We do that deep down analysis of your profile, taking your academic, your family financial background, your interest into the subjects, आप कौन सी movie देखते हो, and you know, we take a lot of other things into account before we finally decide what specialization are we going ahead. So specialization decide करना, ये बोल देना कि आप बीटेक के हो तो आप डेटा साइंस ही करो, या बीटेक के हो तो फाइनेंस ही करो, ये गलत होगा. It's important for us to understand what you are good at, because specialization, there are 50 different specializations available in India or more than that. और हर किसी का एक अपना एरियाज होता है जहां पे आप अच्छा कर सकते हो. लाइक अगर मैं बोल दूं फाइनेंस, तो आज के दिन में सिर्फ फाइनेंस बोल देना सफिशिएंट नहीं होगा. फाइनेंस के अंदर भी मल्टीपल सब डिविजन्स है. इन फाइनेंस यू हैव टू, इफ यू वांट टू बिल्ड योर करियर इन इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग, you have to be very very focused from the day one if you want to be an investment banker. It should not happen कि मैं पहले 4 साल प्राइवेट बैंक में काम किया और 4 साल के बाद मैं वापस इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग इंडस्ट्री में आ रहा. नॉर्मली 4 साल बाद जब आप आओगे तो अगेन यू नीड टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम जीरो लेवल. सो आज के दिन में काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आउट ऑफ दोस 50 स्पेशलाइजेशन डिसाइड वन एंड देन गो फॉर सुपर स्पेशलाइजेशन. इफ यू वांट टू गो फॉर फाइनेंस, थिंक अबाउट कि आपको प्राइवेट बैंकिंग में करियर बनाना है, इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग में बनाना है, अकाउंटिंग फर्म में बनाना है. सो देयर आर 3 डिफरेंट डायमेंशन और मल्टीपल मोर डायमेंशन इन फाइनेंस. सो आपको डे वन से डिसीजन ले लेना पड़ेगा कि आपको किस इंडस्ट्री में जाना है. Because if you change your stream, I mean within finance only, after 5 to 10 years down the line, you will see that you have come back again to a zero level. So I would strongly advise all of you जिनको ये डाउट है कि सर मुझे स्पेशलाइजेशन कौन सा लेना चाहिए, मुझे क्या शूट करता है, please go ahead and connect to one of the counselor of Guide Me Education Services. They'll give you a kind of some 20-25 questions which you need to answer those questions, and then get in touch with one of the senior counselor at Guide Me Education Services. They will basically understand what your needs is and what you're good at, and then they'll guide you for the right specialization across any college of India. Thank you so much. We are done for the day. Thank you so much for joining us. I mean, a lot of people have left, maybe because internet is internet back over ho chuka hai. I'll be happy to have an interaction with all of you in personal. आप सबके पास सर का नंबर है. अगर आप लोगों में से किसी को सर से बात करनी है, want to take some kind of input from his side, go ahead and do that. Thank you so much, everybody. We are done for the day. Have a nice weekend ahead. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye everybody.